From the top of the Empire State Building.
So happy that you're back, Jade.
Yay, thank you.
You got into New York last night. How are you feeling? It's cold now. It's different than last time you were here.
Yeah, it's crisp. I'm quite enjoying it, actually. Last time I was here, I think it was like a heat wave or something. It was diabolically hot, so I'm happy for the breeze.
Yeah. And you've been working on so much. Last time we chatted, Angel of My Dreams came out.
Yes.
And it blew up. I mean, the feedback you got from that and are still getting it. It hit, top 10 on the UK charts.
Yeah.
Over 50 million streams.
Yes.
Your first solo debut. Like, how did that feel?
I was so happy with the response, yeah. I think I was a little bit nervous, obviously the first song coming out on my own, but to see that response and see people like understand who I am as an artist was like really special. And it kind of gave me the confidence I think that I needed to like be like, okay, everyone gets it now, so I can keep slaying, keep doing the thing.
For real, because when you're putting out your first solo project, you are so stressed if, okay, am I doing it right for me? This feels right for me, but this is really for my fans too. Are they going to love it? And you've been getting all that love. And now, like you said, it's giving that confidence to keep it going.
Oh gosh, yeah, definitely. I feel like especially with Angel, that it felt a little bit risky in that, it wasn't necessarily like radio friendly or it was quite chaotic. There's different tempos in the song and stuff like that, but that to me was the perfect introduction into like the Jade world. So now that that's out there and I've got new music and all that stuff, I just feel like I'm on a roll now, and the fans have been so incredible. So I couldn't be happier.
Oh my gosh, and now we're seeing everything that's happening with Fantasy. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I mean, we're at it again. Single number 2.
Yeah, here we go.
Keeping it going, feeding the monster, as they say.
Yeah.
No, for real. You just even look and sound just so excited and confident about this record. Why was Fantasy so important for you to put out too?
I think I always knew Fantasy would be the second single. So I actually wrote Angel and Fantasy back to back.
Oh, okay.
With the same team. And so it always just felt like that was going to come next. I knew I wanted to write a love song, but in my own sort of Jade way, it's more about like sexual liberation and feeling comfortable and safe with someone to like explore your fantasies. And I find that really, empowering to write as a woman in my own way. And the song is just uplifting. It's fun. There's obviously quite a bit of like disco reference in there. And it's gone down a treat. Yeah, people are loving it, which is good.
For real. And it's cool that you hit on that. Like the voice of a female and our sexualness has been suppressed for so long and shamed.
Yeah.
And now we're living in a place in a world where it's okay to like write about these things and share about things like this.
Yeah, to be fair, I feel like for a long time, if we are looking at even certain artists like Donna Summer, who would write about, I guess, in her own way, like her sensuality, her sexuality, and why shouldn't that be celebrated? I don't know. And I'm just writing from experience. I'm writing about things that I feel passionate about, and it's cool to get to push that a bit and do things that maybe I couldn't have done so much in the group. I don't know, but and the merchandise, the merchandise reflects that too. If you're interested.
No, let's get into that, the merch for it. Like, what made you look at these graphics and the colors? Yeah. It's out there, but I mean, it's reflective.
So the Fantasy merch, there are some risque bundles in there of certain items you can buy to do with whatever you will. But again, to me, it's just fun. It's fun. Like, I'm a 31-year-old woman, of course, like I'm gonna want to write or speak on my experiences in that realm, so it just feels right, and I'm very excited to perform it live as well. I feel like this to me is a song that is kind of like the festival, like feel good song. It's gonna be great with the whole live band, so I was definitely thinking of that as well when I wrote it. And visually it's very pleasing, I suppose. The music video was really fun to do with the one and only David LaChapelle.
working with David, I mean, that is such an honor.
Yeah.
And the fact that you feel so free to be yourself and collaborate with him. How was that like?
He's been honestly so supportive of my work and my music. He was on my kind of wish list of people to work with.
Wow.
But I'm talking like this was my sort of 5-10 year goal to get to work with David. So for him to reach out to me and want to work with me like 2 songs in was just mind blowing. And you know, he really went above and beyond to make sure that worked for me. And he was great collaborator. The video was so fun. You know, we have that kind of American Bandstand meets Soul Train vibe with it, and then in comes the Carrie reference where I kind of get the bucket of blood poured over my head at the end, so it's still got that kind of Jade twist.
What was that stuff?
Oh babe, it was like food coloring, sugar, cornstarch, and like water. It was so gloopy and sticky and disgusting. And I had to do it in one take. So, you know, it was like high stakes, yeah. And I was like, oh my God, finally on a shoot with David LaChapelle, like, please do it right, don't mess this up. And yeah, we did it, and that was that. But I love doing that. I love pushing it. I love like being outside of my comfort zone. I feel like every music video I do, I'm uncomfortable in some way or other. But
you
push
your own boundaries, and that's so cool to see. Like, why not have fun with it?
Yeah, like Angel, you know, I had like the beaten up Angel vibe. I mean, like Cowboy, I was like dancing around in a freezing cold fountain in East London. The next video actually that's coming after Fantasy, I'm like crawling around on sharp china and plates and stuff. So, you know, I suffer for my art willingly. Yeah.
Wait, back to Fantasy though, because did you have to use a crazy loofah after a shower for that?
Yeah, I just went straight in the shower. To be fair, it washed off kind of okay. It was more like it was in my eyes, and that was really uncomfortable. The dress was so beautiful. We got it specially made, Bob Mackie reference, and it just got drowned in this like blood. So that was like clutches pearls, like, oh no, we spent so much money on this dress.
Throw that in the wash.
Yeah, we did have a replica, but we were like, no, we need to do it properly. We don't want anyone to think that we've like swapped it out for like the cheaper version of the dress. So, but it did wash. It's got a sort of pink tinge to it now.
Okay.
But you know, I'm sure I'll wheel it out again on stage or something if I can. Yeah.
And you said you're walking on shards of glass or like crawling.
Oh yeah,
what is that about?
We've shot another like video for another song coming soon. And yeah, with the like concept of the video of like sort of broken plates and stuff like that. I don't want to say too much because if I blab too much, I'll really reveal it. But yeah, I had a few cuts to my knees and things like that for that one.
Oh, actually?
Oh, yeah, babe. Yeah. I mean, Midnight Cowboy, I felt like I was getting, like, waterboarded. There was one part where it was, like, this fountain outside, and they were like, it's going to be a sprinkle. It's going to be lovely. And then I lie down on the floor, and it was, like, gushing over me. I was like,
oh, my God.
They were like, mind the words, but I can't say.
Like my lashes.
Yeah. So, but, you know, I feel like that's what you have to do. If you want the best visuals, you've got to do the most.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I love hearing that about you. That you're going to go for.
I'll always listen. I'll always go for it. I'd much rather. Yeah, I want it to be exactly. I want it to be a visual that like shocks people and makes people like gag. So
feel something.
Yeah,
that's what art's supposed to do. We're supposed to feel something.
Yeah.
Also, your fans are so happy that you plug in these Easter eggs in your videos.
Always.
Some of them sometimes come back to Little Mix, and they're always dissecting everything from you, right? It's like the Taylor Swift floor is now what they're doing with you. Why is that important for you to make sure that you are bringing, you know, some surprises to your fans?
It's just really fun. Like, I genuinely love like teasing the fans with Easter eggs or clues to next songs or like past references. Like, I am a die-hard pop fan, and some of my favorite artists do that too. And I think I just love being able to dissect things. I also love like murder mysteries and stuff like that. So I don't know if that feeds into it, this idea of like constant clues in all my work. So yeah, why not? And again, it like gives the fans something fun to look at. Even when we do our YouTube premieres for like videos, the sort of countdown will always be some sort of Easter egg rather than the kind of boring countdown clock. Just because I always want the fans to be like, what does it mean? What does it mean? And sometimes something doesn't mean anything, but then the fans will say it and I'm like, Yeah,
You're
correct.
So
Yeah, because I've started this thing now. They kind of
Genius.
yeah,
Geniuses.
it's great. It's great. So I love it. And even when I post like on Instagram and stuff like that, they'll look at every picture and they'll like pick it
leaf in the
apart.
background.
Literally, they're like, "What does it mean?" But I live for it. I absolutely love it. Yeah.
You hit on that. You are huge into murder mysteries.
Yes.
Have you been watching some recently? I think there's
Oh
a
my
big
God.
one with Anna Kirkpatrick on Netflix.
Which The Woman's Hour.
Yeah, did you watch that one?
Yeah, that was a hard watch actually.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's like based on real events, but I thought it was direct. I think that was her first thing she
Woman.
directed, right?
Yeah, I mean a serial killer movie directed by
Yeah,
a woman, which is
yeah.
a huge feat.
And I saw some interviews saying where she'd kind of been pushed a little to not like take it too far, but she did, and I'm really glad she did that because it was a brilliant series. Oh, was it a movie? Oh yeah, it was a movie.
Yeah.
It was a brilliant movie. Yeah, I literally watched that last week actually. It's really cool seeing these female directors like smashing it as well. The Penguin that I've just watched is directed by a female too, and it is one of the best shows I've ever seen.
The Penguin?
Yeah, so it's like a spin-off of like Batman. Colin Firth plays the Penguin. Me and my boyfriend have been watching it like religiously every week, and it is just everything I could ask for and more. Like I love like superheroes. I love comics and all that stuff, and it really does. Chef's kiss. I'm that person that watches like all the YouTube videos after like that dissects like the breakdown of what it all means, and it was just brilliant.
Oh, that's cool. I need to get into that one. I haven't seen that yet.
Would highly recommend.
Comic book life? You're in the Marvel universe?
I love it. Oh,
DC?
yeah.
What are we in?
I think you can see that in some of my work too. Like me and Orb Perry, who directed Angel of My Dreams, we both had like a mutual love for that, and that's why the M character in my video is this kind of like comic book villain, mixed with I guess a bit of horror. So yeah, I live for it.
You live for the theatrics.
Oh my God.
That is what you are. When
That's
I think
right.
Of Jade, I mean, the Angel of My Dreams, like, that was a piece. Like,
Yeah.
that wasn't just a single. Like, the whole thing of it was just like, you're taking us through a story.
Yeah. I live for the theatre of it all. I grew up loving, like, musical theatre, especially the sort of early ones where, like, there was, like, huge set builds or... sometimes I think the older stuff is kind of darker as well. Even when you look at, like... I mean, I guess it's not in the musical category, but when you look at like old Disney movies and stuff, they're pretty dark.
Yeah.
So I do pull a lot of references from like those kind of movies and stuff. But yeah, love it.
And you feel like you're going to bring that to your album. It's coming out in 2025, right?
Yes.
Right?
Oh,
Okay,
I'm so excited.
I know. Sometimes we hear that from artists and they'll push it and push it. It's like, can you give it to it? Like, we
Oh,
want
please.
it.
Oh, I know. It's so tempting. Like, I just want to drop it now, to be honest. I feel
Is
like
it
I've
ready?
waited so long. Oh, gosh, yeah. I'm just literally like mastering and final mixes, tweaks and stuff like that.
What about the ordering?
Yes, so I actually do need to sort that out. Yeah, you've just reminded me. I need to really sort that out. It needs locking in by the end of the year for the release date.
Oh,
yeah, because of vinyl and all that like boring stuff. Yeah. So but now that my music's out there and I'm so excited, I just want to like get in the studio again and just like write another album. But like I've got to be patient. I waited long enough to release this, so I just gotta.
God's time.
Yeah, let it be.
Okay, so you're mastering now, so the tracks are in.
Yes.
We're still, the order is on the to-do list, so we're still figuring that out.
Yes, yeah.
And you've been working on videos for some songs that you're just like, I need to get visuals here too.
Yeah, in my head, the budget doesn't exist, but it clearly does. Because to me, I'm like
better China for me to crawl on.
Right, I'm a visual artist, so in my mind, I'm like every song needs a visual, but. You have to dream big. Like, I have to be ambitious with this stuff.
And even the director you worked with, Jade, I mean, that was a dream from
right?
years ago, and look at how he reached out to you.
Exactly. And I just think, like, I'm super inspired by artists like Lady Gaga. I remember seeing a bunch of interviews of her, like, years ago where she would say, like, I don't give a poo. I'll keep pushing and pushing because I know what I want to be as an artist, and I won't stop until, like, the world gets to see that. So that's very much my mantra, and, I'm in my creative fantasy, I'm giving you a visual album. So, and there's always a way to do it. So yeah.
Well, also, we love seeing how your fans are always engaging with you and you're so open with them. Like, you're not, it can be scary in your position, but these are your
Yeah.
family members. We see you in Sao Paulo, Brazil, and you're at
Mm.
clubs and you're
Yeah.
just like performing and giving. How are those interactions when you see them in the flesh?
I actually just genuinely love, like, I know every artist loves seeing their fans and stuff, but yeah, like going to the nightclub in Brazil and like spending time with fans or partying with fans, or my last birthday party, we invited some of the like hardcore fans there because, well, one, I'm super grateful. Like, I've had already been very lucky and very blessed to have quite a long career. And, you know, first and foremost, it's the fans that get you there. It's the fans that keep you going. And there's been times in my life where I've felt, you know, really down or depressed, and it genuinely can sometimes be when I go online and I see what the fans are saying that will pick me back up again, or make me feel like creatively inspired. There's times when I've literally, I don't know, tweeted and been like, what do you want to hear me write about? And they'll offer like suggestions, and it's really helpful.
Oh, really?
So yeah.
Can you think of a time when a fan just like got you out of this creative rut?
I remember like, well, when I first started writing on my project, and it was really cool seeing like, what do the fans want from me? Obviously, I'm always going to do what feels true for me, but it was really helpful actually to be like, okay, what do they want? What do they want to hear? What visuals do they want to see? What songs in the band did they love that they knew I'd been a part of writing? So stuff like that was really helpful. And yeah, I think it's also important, obviously, to have boundaries in place with it, because especially now more than ever, it's just, you know, everybody wants to see everything all the time. And I feel like we're kind of not in the era anymore of like, we still have superstars, but like, you know, back in the day, like, did I necessarily need to see what like Diana Ross was having for breakfast? Probably not. But now it's like, we want to see it all. Like, what have you eaten today? What are you doing? Where are you today? Like, so it's kind of getting the balance right between letting everyone in on your personal life, but having enough privacy to like stay sane.
Those boundaries, because
Yeah.
you feel kind of judged if you share too much, then
Yeah.
it'll never stop. The
Yeah.
waterfall of just judgment and like, who am I? And they're telling me I should do this and that, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, we're all human. We're not always going to get it right all the time in work or in personal life. So I guess all you can do as an artist is like, for me, I obviously show in my music what I want to tell people, but I don't take myself too seriously. I think you have to have a laugh with it. You have to kind of almost troll yourself sometimes, because then the actual trolls don't really have as much power. That's how I look at it anyways. So yeah, if I get in there first, then haha.
No, it's true. I love seeing our favorite celebrities and artists do that. Lizzo recently did that. She
Oh
was
my
giving
gosh,
fun
yes.
About Ozempic, and she was like, "Yup, like I'm Ozempic." Like,
Yeah,
and it's just like,
it's taken the power back then from those haters, I think, because yeah, it can drag you down. Like like I say, we're in a sort of world now where everything is just so accessible.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's hard to strike that balance. But I think, I mean, touch wood, is that wood? It feels a bit plastic. Yeah, I feel like I've got a decent enough balance to like keep focused and stay. Yeah.
And you've had practice with Little Mix. I mean,
Yes.
you've
God.
you've gone through that, and
Yeah.
you've learned the balance. And
Oh
so
my gosh,
now that
yeah.
you're a solo artist, do you feel like you're even better in that mindset?
I think so. I think Little Mix was the ultimate boot camp in navigating like stardom.
Yeah.
Like, we went through a lot together, and I'm so glad it was together, because I could not have done that on my own the last 10, 12 years, however long it was. You know, I got put in the group when I was 18, and already that's so young to be like thrust in the spotlight. So I'm so grateful I had those girls. And it meant that anything we went through, yeah, we had each other to like get each other through that. And we also started like literally when Twitter was like just beginning. So I feel like we were the beginning of like stan Twitter, but also like troll Twitter.
True.
Yeah, from a very early age, we had to learn like, oh wow, like all these people want to know everything about you, but also because of that, they can say whatever they want about you too. So yeah, we went through it, all the ups and downs. But I think it meant that turning into a solo artist, I was like, oh, I'm ready for this. Yeah. Anything you could have thrown at me, I've already been through in the band. So yeah.
Oh, that's so good to hear that you guys were there for each other, and
Oh,
that's
yeah,
what
yeah.
really helped you. And now you're doing your own endeavor.
Yes.
We're looking forward to the album. We're
Thank
so excited
you.
about your song Fantasy and the video. Thank you for like going through all those things for videos and visuals for us.
Anything for pop.
Yes.
Anything.
And we're just so excited for everything that you have coming up.
Thank you.
I mean, so many performances. We're going to see you here and there and do that, right?
I know. I can't wait to do more shows, do my own shows, come back over here to the US and do more shows. That is actually like on my bucket list. It's one of my dreams because, you know, as a group, we did a lot of tours like with Ariana or Demi Lovato. Like we did a lot. But to do my own show is like another level. So yeah, I'm excited.
Yes.
Mhm.
So happy, and we have the holidays coming up. You're in London, so
Yes.
it's such a Christmassy city,
Ah,
isn't it?
I love Christmas so much. Like it's my favorite time of year. As soon as I get back from this trip, the tree's going up.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
What's the tree vibe this year?
Well, actually, I moved into a house last year, and so because I got overexcited, I have 3 trees. It's so necessary. They're nothing. They're not huge or like fancy or anything. But I have like different color schemes for each one, and no one else is allowed to like put things on the tree.
It's your tree.
Yeah.
Your ornaments that you picked out.
Yeah.
Don't ruin my aesthetic.
I was talking about this today with my managers. Like when someone comes in and bless, like people are so lovely, friends and stuff, and they'll try and help you. I'm like, no. Because if they put it in the wrong place, it really stresses me out. So, yeah, that's what I'll be spending this weekend doing.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And then I'll get in the Christmas spirit, you know.
Put the music on, put the iHeart app on with the Christmas
Exactly.
station.
And I'm so happy to be here because I want to find, like, I'm surely there's shops have got, like, Christmassy vibes going on now.
Oh, the Bryant Park Christmas markets.
Oh
up
my
and
God, yeah,
running.
Christmas market sends me feral. I love it. Absolutely love it. So, yeah, if I get a bit of time in between work, I'm going to, go there.
We actually have at the Grand Central Station for the first time a Thanksgiving market.
Oh,
Look at that.
okay.
Yeah, you can celebrate with us.
A
Thanksgiving.
lot of turkey involved, I imagine.
Gobble gobble, girl. What are you gobble gobble? What are you looking at 2024 and wrapping up the year? What are you most thankful for?
I'm most thankful for, I guess, just the all-around support I've received with my music, whether that is from like my family and friends, my partner, my label, management. Like, I'm so grateful that everybody around me was so on board with like what I wanted to do creatively. That's really special, and there's been times when maybe I've not felt like that in the past, or especially with my own stuff, it's really nerve-wracking putting that out into the world. You feel really vulnerable. So to have had everyone around me just be like, do it, you've got this, you can do it, is amazing. And then to have like the fans that I do, that have just been, incredible. And, you know, now, like, fans literally can be, like, your promotion team. Like, they literally push my music so much and it doesn't go unnoticed. So, yeah, I'm going to leave 2024 just with, like, a huge amount of gratitude for the people around me and the fans. And hopefully that'll continue into 2025.
Well, it will, period. You deserve it. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I mean, the love that you put into your work and into your fans
Yes.
obviously just comes back around, so they have that same gratitude for you.
Thank you.
And we're just so excited.
I'm so excited. Hopefully I can come back for my third one.
Please!
Because I love this pink little station
Thank
you
you,
have
girl.
going on. It brings me a lot of joy.
Right.
So every time I come here, I feel like it's a new addition.
There is. Yeah, it just expands. It's not going to stop.
Yeah, next time I come, I want this whole room to just be like pinkified. Yeah.
Hey, some streamers over here.
Yeah.
Oh, Jade, thank you so much. Congrats again. And
Thank
we
you.
cannot wait for the album. We cannot wait for more singles, more videos. Just be careful. No more cuts, okay?
No. I'll be safe. Thank you.
Thank you, Jade.
Thanks.
From the top of the Empire State Building.
C100.